The once saved, always saved doctrine says that the sins done in the body won't prevent the spirit from being saved eternally. Did you know that is exactly what Gnosticism teaches? Gnosticism comes from the philosophy of Plato and the Hellenized world the church was birthed into. Dualism says the body is bad and the spirit is good. This got into the church, which used it to describe the body that was still from Adam and the born-again spirit from Jesus. This led people to excuse sin in the body or to try to live absurdly perfect lives. Free grace and once saved, always saved proponents claim people are saved independent of any and all sins they commit and that everyone else is legalistic. Both this greasy grace and this legalistic grace are Gnostic. There is another way. See my description for more information concerning this topic and for 5 healthy ministries. Gnosticism taught sins in the body did not prevent the born-again spirit from being eternally saved. Because the body was evil and the spirit was good, Gnosticism taught the body would not be redeemed, so it didn't matter what you did in your body while you lived in it. And since according to Gnosticism the body is bad, it taught that Jesus did not have a body. In other words, Jesus was not walking without sin on earth as a man, but as God. A once saved, always saved believer may say, "Well, I believe Jesus walked the earth as a man." Do you? If you did, then you would have the same life in your spirit to walk righteous with as Jesus did in his spirit when he walked righteous in the same kind of Adamic body you have. Jesus came in the flesh. God became a man. He came by water and blood, born of Mary when her water broke, and he died for us and rose again by his own blood. But there is more to this Christian test. Jesus had to walk sin-free to be the Lamb to take away our sin. Did Jesus walk sin-free because he was God, or did he do it as a man? This is why in 1 John they were denying Jesus came in the flesh, that he walked righteous as a man. Because if he did, they would have no excuse to sin, because when you accept Christ, you become the exact same person he is. Remember, he did not come as God, but as a man. If you believe this, then you cannot excuse sin. 1 John 2:6 says we owe to walk just like he walked. Many do not believe this because if they did, they would not hold to once saved, always saved. If you believe Jesus walked righteous because he is God, you don't believe the gospel because the gospel is that God became a man. If you say Jesus could not sin, you are saying he walked righteous as God, and you don't believe the gospel. So did you pass the test?